Hey, what's up guys? It is a Project Z here. So what I'm going to be doing in this video, the first video I've ever made actually, is I'm going to be breaking down the Apocalypse DLC trailer, well, the zombies portion only actually. So because I can't actually post the actual video here, what I'm going to do is put a link in the description to the trailer itself, and if you haven't seen it yet, that is. And if you have, then just stay tuned, and I'll be sure to be breaking down the entire trailer for you, so just enjoy. Alright guys, so here we go. DLC 4 Origins. It takes place in World War I era France, and it casts our four original younger versions of our characters, Dempsey, Nikolai, Takio, and Richtofen. So here we go. So right from the get-go, we see Nikolai, or younger Nikolai, holding what looks to be a ballista iron sight from multiplayer, which is kind of interesting. I didn't think that they'd actually kind of put this in zombies. That was an interesting addition. I'm not going to argue with it. I mean, I like the ballista, so that's going to be a fun little, fun new gun to use. And here we get a look at our four characters. We have Takio on the left, we have Dempsey on the right, we have Richtofen in the back left, and Nikolai in the back right. And it's going to be interesting playing at these new four characters because, I mean, you got to remember that this is before Richtofen wiped the other three characters' minds. So just to hear the dialogue is going to be, it's going to be pretty interesting in itself. Alright, so here's where we get a closer look at all of the four characters here. So the first one we see is Dempsey. He's holding the new MG08 assault rifle, which we'll get into later in the video. He actually has hair now, so that's going to be interesting. And really, there's not much else to say about it. I mean, they're just kind of showing off the characters with the skull crossbones sign behind them. Alrighty, next up is Takio, the character that everybody loves. So, the first thing we notice, well actually, you probably didn't even notice this, but in his hands, what he's holding is an MP40 rifle from Black Ops 1 and World at War. So, I mean, I'm not 100% sure if that is the MP40, but if it is, then it's going to be nice to actually have that come back as a new weapon. Behind him, you can see the laboratory sign with an arrow pointing down, so, I mean, maybe they're experimenting with Element 115 in there. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I guess we'll know on August 27th when the map actually comes out. Alrighty then, now we have Richtofen. So what you see about Richtofen is that he's holding the Mauser, the new starting pistol, in his hands, and behind him is a spiraling like thing of energy. I guess I really don't even know what to call it. It looks like lightning to me. I'm not exactly sure what it does. It might have something to do with the robot. I'm hoping that you guys will post your theories down below in the comments. And so I'm guessing that this must be somewhere around the spawn area, if I were to take a guess, seeing as how he still has that starting pistol. But there's just so many theories you can make about this. So you'll see that spiral of energy. You'll see it in later parts of the video, which I will point out to you. And what we see here is a new type of zombie. He looks to be in some sort of mech suit. I'm not sure if this have anything to do with the Warden from Mob of the Dead. You know how he came every like few rounds, dropped a pickup. So I'm not exactly sure if we'll see him as sort of like a boss zombie in a way, or if we'll see him just kind of pop in there as if like the fire zombie in the Shrieker did in Shangri-La. So it'll be interesting to see how this new zombie gets tied into the overall map. Another thing is that his eyes are orange, which will either represent the control under Samantha or Maxis. So I mean, that's just for every zombie. I'm just pointing it out here. But I'm just interested to see how this zombie plays into it, whether he'll be a boss zombie or just a regular zombie that just comes every so often. Alrighty guys, next up what you'll see here is the MG08 assault rifle. It's the first it's the first weapon out of the two new weapons that Treyarch has told us that we're gonna have. This is a German assault rifle. It follows the diesel punk theme that Treyarch's going for in this last DLC. I want to point out to you that another thing about this scene here is that you'll see that again, that spiral, that electric spiral that's right up on the top of your screen. You can't really miss it. And what I'm wondering, and I'm hoping that you guys will post comments below explaining your theories, but I'm not sure if this is the same spiral that we saw in the last scene with Richtofen, or if this is a new spiral. So maybe there could be multiple ones, or maybe there's just one, and you just kind of see it from different vantage points around the map. Who knows? But just feel free to post your comments and theories below. And again, right here, you'll see the new Mauser pistol that actually Treyarch released the blueprint, the teaser blueprint of it. I think it was like last week, and everyone thought it was a new wonder weapon, but it is actually the new starting pistol for everyone in zombies. So instead of the M1911 that you've seen throughout every single map we've ever had, you're gonna have this new pistol. So I guess one question I have for it, with that new attachment scope that was in the blueprint, is when we upgrade it, are we gonna get that attachment scope, or is it gonna be like a copy of Sally and Mustang with the M1911? So I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Alrighty, guys, and what you're going to see here is the Mark IV tank that Treyarch teased in one of their descriptions for the map. So this tank, in the scene here, you see them riding it as if it was the bus on transit, and all the zombies are running towards it. If this does act like the bus on transit, what you're going to end up seeing are parts that you can put on the tank to upgrade it, as if, like the ram was on the bus, or the ladder. So you're probably going to end up seeing that come back. You're probably going to end up seeing some like no man's land areas where you're going to need the tank to ride through it. I'm not exactly sure of this, but it just seems the most likely. Another question I have with the tank is that is it going to be able to shoot off shells and open up different areas of the map? I mean, I feel like that's probably the Giant's job, is to step on things and open up areas. That's my theory, really. Just like Leroy was in Buried. So, I mean, I'm not. Those are just my theories, I guess. You can post your comments below. I'd really actually like to hear them because, quite frankly, every theory, every theory has a possibility of being true. So don't be afraid to post it. All right, guys. The moment we've all been waiting for is the Giant, the 1,000-foot tall mechanical robot that will be roaming the map as we play. Now, you see, I mean, behind it, you see these planes flying around in the background. So what I'm curious about is if these planes are trying to take down the robot, or if they're just there for, like, scenery. I'm not really sure. So the theory I mean, not the theory. The question I have is who's controlling this robot? Who built the robot? And for what reason did they build the robot? Now, I can't really think of any. I mean, the only possible thing I can think of is that Naxxus created this robot, in Doris, because that's, I mean, Doris translates to the Giant, but I can't think of anything on the spot right now that could just lead to anything like revolutionary. But I'm hoping that you guys, have some good thoughts. Leave them in the comments below. Another thing I want to point out is that the mystery box light, that is definitely the mystery box light, to the right of the Giant. So, I mean, hopefully he won't create too much of a hazard trying to get to the box. And hopefully it won't take like forever to get to the box from one side of the map to the other. So we'll find out August 27th. Alrighty, guys, I just want to thank you so much for watching this video. I really did put a lot of time and effort into it. So if you like this video, just be sure to leave a like. Leave any comments you have, any positive or negative feedback would be greatly appreciated. So if you like the video, then subscribe to my channel. I'll be sure to be making a lot more. Be sure to get the community in on a lot of my videos too, so I'm not going to be one of those people who just doesn't interact with the community at all. So, like I said, any positive or negative feedback is great. I just want to make this YouTube channel, just a place where people can voice their opinions and where I can voice mine. So, thanks again, guys, for watching. Stay tuned for more.